Hi everybody, welcome to Happy Hour with Baroness. It's me, Maria. Can you believe it's the first week of February? Wow, this year just started and we're already in the second month. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. This month is here. I'm looking forward to Mardi Gras. I'm going to have a big Mardi Gras bash. This video is not about my party planning. I think I'm making a different page, one for party planning and then one for my blog. I do write about, I have a writer's blog which is about dating, and I also like to do videos about it because I do like to answer email back and whatnot. And this is going to be about my dating blog. I'll put on a link on here for you guys to go check out my blog. Last where we left off was dilemma number 2, and it took me a while because I really wanted to think about it, and I started to just, it's like a wound that reopened for me. Certain things has happened recently that's keeps me going back to dilemma number 2. And if you can actually all read about it, I'll put the link to that particular story on here. And it is called A Soldier Leaving for War Meets a New York Social Butterfly, and that's an experience that I had towards the end of February, beginning of March. I met Gavin at our bar with my bestie, my best girl over there, and when I was sitting at the bar and struck up a conversation, and he was very nice and very handsome. He was very, very handsome. And we just hit it off. We really did. And he was leaving for Afghanistan. According to him, he was going to leave in Afghanistan for about 2-3 weeks after when I met him. And we had a very strong attraction to each other. So then that was a lot of fun. And I'll never forget, the next day, Thursday morning, at 8 o'clock in the morning, he texts me and he's like, I can't wait to see you again. He woke up, he goes, I woke up totally smitten and I need to see you again. And I was like, smitten? I don't even know you. But I figured, why not? Let's just go where down that path. So I did, and it's a path I do not regret, in all honesty. And I'll tell you why, because I never developed such feelings for anybody before in my entire life like that, and nor has anyone ever treated me like he did. And he in 3 days he treated me like a princess. He treated me really well, and he wasn't afraid to share his feelings that he had for me, and they were very strong and passionate feelings. So that following day, I met up with him in Little Italy, and it was so cute because he was like a little kid. He's like, he couldn't wait to give me the gift he bought me, and I was like, okay, let's have it. So he gave me a bag of chocolates, and he goes, I'm like, oh, chocolate, thank you. He's like, no, really, look at them. And I'm like, so I look at them, and I'm like, they were from Italy. They're Italian chocolates filled with Cuban rum. He goes, you see, that's you. And I just started laughing. And he's like, you have to eat it. What Gavin didn't know is that I'm allergic to rum. But I did eat it, because I thought it was so sweet. And he just, like I said, it was like a kid on Christmas. You can't do that. You cannot not eat it. It's worth taking a Benadryl later on for. So here it is. I have one left that I decided to keep. And it's so sweet. And I ate it, and thank God I didn't have a reaction. The chocolate, stopped the rum from giving me the itchies. So that later on that day after Little Italy, we went to the Brooklyn Bridge Park, and we took this really great photo together, and we're holding hands the whole time. And I'm not the type of girl that likes to hold hands, by the way, but with him, I didn't mind. I didn't mind him always holding me all the time, whether it was arm around me or just somehow just wanting to touch me. And he was always, the way he looked at me was so intensely and passionately, like he was studying me, and at every light, we were always kissing or something. It was quite romantic, and very sweet. The next day, he had to leave to go to the fort upstate, but his flight kept getting delayed, which we were both happy about that. So we ended up going to one of my favorite restaurants in Queens, and it was so funny because the whole staff, they were like willing to bet we were like newlyweds, and we're like, no, no, no. So then I told them, I said, well, we're really into each other, and the truth is he's leaving for Afghanistan in a few weeks. They're like, what? So they sent over a bottle of champagne, and they sent over, dessert as a thank you to him, for fighting, going over there and, doing what he does, being a soldier, and, they really applauded him for that. And at the gate, I originally thought I was just going to give him a lift to the airport and kiss, bye bye, see you later. And that wasn't the case. He was like, I want you to come with me and wait at the gate. Please come with me and wait at the gate. And I was like, okay. He didn't have to do that, but he really wanted me there with him. And so I waited at the gate with him. I watched the plane take off, and the security woman, gave me the family pass to be at the gate with him. She was like, you know what, if it was my husband, I would want to spend every second I have left with him, because you'll never know, that might be the last time you ever say goodbye to them. And if I would have knew then what I knew now, that kiss was going to be my last kiss with him before he took off, I think we would have both made it a little more longer. But it was definitely perfect the way it was. I call it the perfect last kiss. In all honesty, it really was. It really was. But we text each other, for a few days afterwards, and, we call each other, and, he left his coat behind. So, because a week from then, he was going to come back for a weekend, or I was going to go out there and, spend more time with each other. So he said that was his insurance, that he was definitely going to see me again. So, the last thing he told me was, good night, Bella, I love you, and I said, hey, yeah, good night, I love you too, and talk to you tomorrow. Sent him a photo. The next day I didn't hear from him, but I figure, well, he's busy, he's in training, he's getting ready, he has to do what he has to do, Following day, text him again, barely heard from him. He was at the gym, so I was like, okay. He said, I'll call you later, never did. Following the day, I text him, barely responds, like, yeah, it was, it is what it is. And I called him, and I left a message for him, and he called me, he texted me, he said, I'll talk to you later. And then I called him again a few days later, actually, to find out what's going on, because we have plans. Do I go upstate, or are you coming down to see me? What is going on? Do I buy my ticket or not? And his phone was off, so I didn't leave a message that time around. But I decided at that point, like, you know what? If you want to play games, I'm going to end it. I don't got time for this crap. So I sent out an email to him, and I said, okay, it seems pretty clear that you don't want to see me, whatever at this point. I don't know what's going on in your head, but whatever it is, you got to deal with. You know how to reach me to let me know what's going on. Until then, I wish you well. I pray for your safety and your safe return, and, good luck. And that was that was my last attempt. And I never heard from him back, not a thank you, not sorry, my feelings changed, or whatever the case may be. So what's my dilemma, right? My dilemma is, like I said in the beginning, this isn't a wound that can be easily opened, as we could all tell. And he's been on my mind a lot. Maybe it's because it's getting clear to the time when I first met him, and he really meant something to me. And I don't want to get back to try to, I don't want to get in contact with him to try to get him back and stuff like that. Right now, as I heard, he's still over there. I just want to know if he's safe. If he's safe, how's he doing? Because I don't know for sure. So, I don't know if anyone ever experienced it before with another soldier, or, has other soldiers ever done this, where they've met someone and they mesh really well with and vibe really well with, and then all of a sudden, they don't hear from them anymore. If you guys have been through this, please let me know. Email me and, tell me, or if you're a soldier watching this and you've done this to a girl, why? You know, can you tell me why? I mean, I'm not going to bash you for it. Maybe it's what I'm assuming, you know, he survived, he has survived, and maybe by surviving was let me go so he wouldn't be thinking about me. I don't know. I don't have any answers. The only person that really has those answers would be him. Do I reach out to him now? Or do I just stick with what I decided to do? Was, he knows how to reach me. There's many ways to get in contact with me. It's not like I'm not reachable. There's Facebook. If he has my email, he doesn't have my number anymore, but I'm sure of, but it's not hard to find, you know, to get in contact with me, whether through my website, whether through Facebook, whether through YouTube. There's many doors to get in contact with me. Just Google my name and you'll find me. So, I don't know what to do. I'm going to figure it out, I guess. So, I'm going to end this for now. And I'm sorry, guys, if I seem sad. I guess it still makes me a little sad. But, I don't know. I do wish him well. That's all I do know. So. Anyway, I'm going to grab my wine, and I'm going to wish you all off. My red wine for the evening. I just want to say thank you all for watching my videos, and I hope you've been enjoying them. And we'll continue on from here, okay? Until then, have a good night. God bless. Salute.